Imagine a world where the sun never sets on a single empire, where the power of one reigns over millions. Let's journey back in time to top 50 largest empires by land area that ever graced our planet. These empires, vast and mighty, shaping the course of history and leaving their indelible mark on the world. At 50 is Uyghur Khaganate, with a maximum land area of 3.1 million square kilometers. Next is Northern Song Dynasty, with over 3.11 million square kilometers of land under its control. Coming in at number 48 is German Colonial Empire, with a maximum land area of 3.147 million square kilometers. Next is Delhi Sultanate, an Indian empire, with a land area of 3.2 million square kilometers. Number 46 is Maurya Empire, established in ancient India, with a land area of 3.4 million square kilometers. At 45 is Ghaznavid Empire, with a land area over 3.4 million square kilometers. At 44 is First French Colonial Empire, with a maximum land area around 3.4 million square kilometers. Next is Western Xiongnu, with a land area of 3.5 million square kilometers. Number 42 is Western Turkic Khaganate, with an area over 3.5 million square kilometers. Next is Sasanian Empire, with an area of nearly 3.6 million square kilometers. Number 40 is Chagatai Khanate, with an area of 3.6 million square kilometers. Number 39 is Dzungar Khanate, with an area of nearly 3.7 million square kilometers. Number 38 is Ilkhanate, with an area of 3.75 million square kilometers. Next is Italian Empire, with an area of 3.825 million square kilometers. Number 36 is Seleucid Empire, with an area of 3.9 million square kilometers. Number 35 is Great Seljuk Empire, with an area over 3.9 million square kilometers. Number 34 is Mughal Empire, established in the Indian subcontinent, with an area of 4 million square kilometers. Next is Hunnic Empire, with an area over 4 million square kilometers. Number 32 is Eastern Turkic Khaganate, with an area of nearly 4.1 million square kilometers. At 31 is Fatimid Caliphate, with an area of 4.1 million square kilometers. At 30 is Timurid Empire, with an area of 4.4 million square kilometers. Number 29 is First Mexican Empire, with an area of 4.429 million square kilometers. At 28 is Xianbei State, an empire which existed in modern-day Mongolia, with an area of 4.5 million square kilometers. Next is Tibetan Empire, with an area of 4.6 million square kilometers. At 26 is Xin Dynasty, formed by Wang Mang, with an area of 4.7 million square kilometers. Number 25 is Roman Empire, with an area of 5 million square kilometers. At 24 is Northern Yuan Dynasty, with an area over 5 million square kilometers. Next is Ottoman Empire, a Turkic empire, with an area of 5.2 million square kilometers. At 22 is Macedonian Empire, Alexander the Great's empire, with an area over 5.2 million square kilometers. Next is Tang Dynasty, Chinese Empire, with an area of 5.4 million square kilometers. At 20 is Second Portuguese Empire, with an area of 5.5 million square kilometers. At number 19 is Achaemenid Empire, Aslo known as First Persian Empire, with an area over 5.5 million square kilometers. Next is Western Han Dynasty, a Chinese empire, with an area of 6 million square kilometers. At 17 is Golden Horde Khaganate, an empire within the Mongol Empire with an area over 6 million square kilometers. Number 16 is First Turkic Khaganate with an area of 6.1 million square kilometers. At 15, Rasidun Caliphate in the Middle East, with an area of 6.4 million square kilometers. At 14 is Ming Dynasty, a Chinese empire, with an area of 6.5 million square kilometers. Next is Eastern Han Dynasty, an imperial empire of China, with an area over 6.5 million square kilometers. At 12 is Empire of Japan, with an area of around 8 million square kilometers. At 11 is Empire of Brazil, with a maximum area of 8.337 million square kilometers. At 10 is Xiongnu Empire, ancient Chinese empire, with an area of 9 million square kilometers. At number 9 is Yuan Dynasty, established by Mongols and ruled China, with an area of 11 million square kilometers. Next is Umayyad Caliphate in the Middle East, with an area of 11.1 million square kilometers. At 7 is Abbasid Caliphate, again in the Middle East, with an area of 11.2 million square kilometers. Number 6 is Second French Colonial Empire, with an area of 11.5 million square kilometers. At 5 is Spanish Empire, with an area of 13.7 million square kilometers. At 4 is Qing Dynasty, a Chinese empire, with an area of 14.7 million square kilometers. Bronze medal goes to Russian Empire, with an area of 22.8 million square kilometers. Runner-up is Mongol Empire, originating in present-day Mongolia, with an area of 24 million square kilometers. And at the top of the list is British Empire, one on which the sun never set, with a maximum area of 35.5 million square kilometers. If you found our video interesting, then do like, share, and subscribe our channel.